Hey everybody, welcome to another Fall on Fire tutorial. My name's Connor, and today we're going to be going over atomic spinning. This will work as a great prerequisite for my upcoming Instagram series on atomic spinning on the Fall on Fire page. We're going to go over and define all the different types of atomics and go ahead and learn a move in each arrangement. Let's get started. Firstly, to define atomics, we're generally used to spinning in wall plane, like my right hand is here, wheel plane like my left hand is, and sometimes as well in horizontal. All these different planes can be gone over in the vocabulary starter pack. What atomic spinning is taking any combination of these two planes and spinning on them at the same time, like I'm showing here with wall plane and wheel plane. Next, I'll describe the three different atomic combinations you can have. The first one is horizontal versus wheel plane, like shown here. Next up would be horizontal versus wall. And finally, wall versus wheel plane. The first arrangement we're going to look at is my first and favorite, which is the wheel plane versus horizontal. And as you can see, if you put them in front of you, it almost creates a T or a plus sign shape when your wrists are crossed. This is called an atom. The move we're going to be going over is an atomic weave, which is shown here. The way we're going to learn this is by taking our right wrist, the horizontal poi, and stacking our elbow on top of the other elbow with our wheel plane poi. We're then going to do the same thing with the wheel plane poi and continue stacking elbows with as little beats as possible in between and sliding down to our wrists as we get better and better. This is very similar to how I teach the 3-beat weave, and if you're stuck, this is a good way to learn. All we're doing here is stacking elbows with our lead point in front and bringing it down to our wrists in the same fashion and swaying our shoulders side to side. The same thing can be done with this atomic weave. We stack at the elbow and then continue to work down to our wrists with minimal beats in between. The next orientation we're going to be looking at is wall plane versus wheel plane like I'm doing here. And the only prerequisite for this is it'll be very helpful if you can do a 4-pedal flower in wall plane, hitting all the different stall points as anti-spin pedals. For this arrangement, we're going to work on exercising our stall points by first stalling up at a quarter in front of us and to our native side, and then moving up to our top stalls. We want to turn with this flower by turning our shoulders when we reach the top underneath the point, continuing for a 4-pedal. We can continue to turn with this flower, as well as change directions at those stall points to go back the other way. This is more of a drill than a pattern, but it should help you out getting used to this orientation. Feel free to mix in extension or any other kind of motion you'd like. The last arrangement we have to talk about is wall plane versus horizontal. The move we'll be going over is a top cap versus horizontal cap that connect back through extension and in the center point through an in-spin stall. We'll take a look at the right hand first, which does a horizontal anti-spin and extension back to its in-spin point in its center. You'll see it almost looks like a pendulum, but because it's in-spin, it stalls to the center. For our left hand, we're going to do anti-spin across the top, extension back to that same point in the center on the other side of our body. And again, it'll look like a pendulum, but we're coming from extension, so it's an in-spin stall. Practice both hand pass, and when you put them together, this will be the final result. And with pendulums back out, you'll be right back into your regular pattern spinning in opposites. That should conclude our Atomic Series breakdown tutorial. This should get you guys ready for the Atomic Series coming up. You can catch that either on YouTube or on the main Fall on Fire Instagram. I want to thank you guys again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.